Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer Saturday Horror Reviews, episode 30. And a movie I watched is a movie that I wanted to see earlier this year, but I didn't get to see it in the theaters. But I got to see it now, and a friend at work told me that this was a really good movie. Okay, and I'm talking about Deliver Us from Evil. Okay, this stars Eric Bana and Edward Ramirez. Okay, it's based on the, I guess, inspired events by a real life NYPD sergeant. Okay, and that's Eric Bana's character, who's plays Officer Ralph Sachi. I think, yeah, Sarchi, and he he has a partner played by Joel McHale, believe it or not. Okay, who plays Butler. Okay, and they're detectives, and they investigate. Basically, in this movie, they start investigating these series of weird crimes. Okay, I think in the first beginning of it, they they see they find I think they come upon a woman in a zoo in the Bronx Zoo who basically threw her kid in the moat. Okay, and they investigate that case, which leads to another case which they investigate at where they go to this house where the couple thinks that in the basement they hear weird and strange noises, okay, which leads to the discovery of a body, okay, which actually kind of ties into the first case of the woman in the zoo, okay, and without spoiling it, which I don't want us to do, okay, there's a little prologue in the beginning of the movie that's key to what happens later in the movie, okay, and like I said, Ralph Sachi, played by Eric Bana, he like I said, he works the nights, and he has a wife and young daughter, and of course he finds out his wife is pregnant, and there's tension because, like I say, he works nights, so he doesn't spend as much time with his family as he would like. Okay, and then you Edgar Ramirez. He plays a priest. Okay, who kind of investigates the first case of the woman, who threw her kid basically in a moat in the zoo. So he's part of that investigation, and then he kind of comes back into the story to help Ralph Sarchi, because they find out that there's more, there's sort of this whole conspiracy, well, not conspiracy, but there's a logic behind these incidents that happen, okay, and they start investigating it, and of course Ralph Sarchi, played by Eric Bana, he doesn't believe in the spirituals. Well, he's a former Catholic, but he doesn't believe in like evil per se. He's a cop, so he believes in that human beings are flawed, and they do evil stuff. But he doesn't believe that there's some possessed evil or something out there. He doesn't believe that, of course, at first. Okay, but he kind of gets dragged in by things that happen in the movie later. And I thought this was a decent horror movie. I thought it was, especially the last half hour of it was the tension really amped up in the last half hour of this movie. Okay, and like I said, Deliver Us from Evil, I thought was it. Like I said, it's a little slow at the beginning, until like I said, till everything kind of ties in together and things sort of build up. Okay, to me the exciting last 20 minutes of this movie. Okay, which takes place I think in an interrogation room. Okay, which I don't want to say about that, which is a pretty intense. It's a pretty intense scene. Okay, and okay, I'm gonna give Deliver Us from Evil. Like I said, I thought Eric Bana was good. Edgar Ramirez, was really good. And Olivia Munn, she plays like Ralph Sarchi's Eric Bana's wife. Okay, she has more of a supporting role. Okay, and like I thought Joel McHale, believe it or not, I thought was pretty good as the partner of Eric Bana's character. He was pretty decent actually, and it's kind of a serious, but he's kind of a jokey character anyway, so it's perfectly fits Joel McHale anyway. But I thought this was, all things considered, a pretty decent movie. It's some decent scares in this. I'm gonna give it Deliver Us from Evil a 7 out of 10. Okay, that's my rating for it. I thought, like I said, it had some good scares in it. Okay, and like I said, it starts a little slow, but then it kind of builds up the story. It kind of builds from one thing to another, which leads to coming together of Eric Bana's character and Edgar Ramirez's character, who plays a priest, kind of builds in together, and they kind of join forces together to battle this evil. Okay, and I thought it was really good, especially like I said, the last 20 minutes of it. Just the tension really mounted and jacked up there. Okay, again, 7 out of 10 for me. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of Deliver Us from Evil. Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I'll also put this video up on the Horoscope 101 channel. Okay, so let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.